Good morning to all of you. I am Dr. Neetu Gehlot. I am working as Assistant Professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. Today, I am taking my 11th lecture of Biology, Unit 2, and in this lecture, we are discussing about the protein. So, what is protein? As we know that the protein is a biomolecule and it is very essential for living beings. The main sources of the proteins are, we know that they are the milk, cheese, pulses, peanut, fish, meat, etc. These are high molecular mass, complex biopolymer of alpha amino acid. And as we know that the word protein is a Greek, comes to the Greek word that is the proteus. And the meaning of the proteus is the uh, first place or the prime importance. So protein are so named because the protein is a vital chemical substance essential for the growth and maintenance of the life. So they are, uh, as we know that they are present in almost all the living cells of plant and animals. The protoplasm of plant and or animal cells contains 10 to 20% protein. And in the human being, they are the main constituent of the muscles, skin, hair, nails, etc. So we know that all protein contain the element the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and the sulfur. And some of these may also contain the phosphorus, iodine, and the metals such as the iron, copper, zinc, etc. So all the protein on partial hydrolysis give peptide or varying molecular mass, which upon complete hydrolysis give alpha amino acid. So here we, as we know that protein are the most abundant organic molecule of the living system. Uh, uh, there we know the general introduction of the protein. So they constitute the about 50% of all cellular dry weight. Proteins are the polypeptides, as we know that they are linear chains of amino acid linked by the peptide bond. It is heteropolymer and not the homopolymer. They constitute the fundamental basis of structure and function of life. So the proteins are the nitrogenous macromolecules that are composed of many amino acids. So now there is a new word. This is the amino acid. So we know that the amino acids are the organic compounds containing two functional groups. One group is the amino group. It is a NH2 group, that is a basic, and one another one is the carboxyl group. This is COOH. The nature of this is acid. So there are 20 amino acids which are commonly found in the naturally occurring proteins. Amino acid has the four different groups. Here in the structure of the amino acid, one amino acid. So here we can see that there are the four different groups. So these different groups are, as we can see here, uh, the central metal is the carbon. One group is the NH2 group. Second group is the COOH group, and one group is the hydrogen, and the one side is the R. R may be changed by the protein to protein vector. Now, in this structure, we can see that carbon is a chiral because this carbon has the four different groups to attach itself. Now, come to the polypeptides. So the large number of amino acids are joined together by the polypeptide bond. When the amino acids are joined together, so they use the polypeptide bond. The polyamide thus formed is called the polypeptide. So there's the formation of polyamide. बहुत सारे amino group जुड़ेंगे, so they are the formation of the polypeptide. Now here we can see that this is the first amino group. NH2CHRCOH is the first amino group. Then NH2CHR-COH is the another amino group. Then the third amino group, when they are combined together, so there is the formation of polypeptide. Here is the polypeptide. And now come to the structure of protein. In this lecture, we know that there are the four different level of the protein. Four different structure of the protein are present. So protein has the different level of organization. These are the primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and the quaternary structure. So now here the primary structure is determined by the covalent bonds. Secondary structure is determined by the weak force. Weak force is maybe van der Waals force or the hydrogen bonding, etc. Now come to the structures one by one. Firstly, we discuss about the primary structure. In the primary structure is the sequence of amino acid in a polypeptide chain. In the primary structure means there are the sequence of amino acid in the polypeptide chain. Amino acids are the covalently linked by the peptide bond or the covalent bond. Okay, by convention, the primary structure of protein starts from the amino terminal is N end, and in the carboxyl terminal is C end. So here we can see that here it is started from the N terminal and the last is goes to the C terminal of the carboxylic group. Now come to the secondary structure. In the secondary structure, there is a specific secondary structure in addition to the primary structure. जब primary structure को जोड़ेंगे तो वो secondary structure बनाते हैं, and it is mainly formed through the hydrogen bond between the backbone atom. Secondary structure forms of the two types of the helix, two forms. One is the alpha helix and second is the beta sheets. So if in this first structure we can see this is the coil, यहाँ पे coil सी बनी हुई है, that is the alpha helix, and it is the ये जो बने हुए हैं ये दिस है sheets, it is called the beta sheets. Okay, so first structure is the alpha helix and second is represent the beta sheets. In the alpha helix, the structure of an expanded spiral spring, which is maintained by many hydrogen bonds, which are formed between neighboring CO and the NH group. The hydrogen atom of the NH group of one amino acid is bounded to the oxygen atom of the CO group. इसे ध्यान से समझ लेना. NH group of one amino acid is bounded to the oxygen atom of the CO group 4 acids away. Thus, amino acid 1 would be bounded to amino acid 5. 4 के बाद तो 1 amino acid is bounded to amino acid 5 and 2 second number amino acid is to 6th number 6 पे जाएगा and so on. The alpha helix make one complete turn for every 3.6 amino acid. एक टर्न कंप्लीट होता है वो every 3.6 amino acids पे होता है. Now come to the beta sheets. In the beta sheet formed when two or more polypeptide link up side by side. Okay, side by side ये आ जाएंगे तो form the beta sheets. So individually polypeptide beta strand, each beta strand is fully extended and they are stabilized by the hydrogen bond between NH and the carbonyl group of adjacent chain. Clear? Here, two regular folding parent patterns have been identified formed between the bonds of the peptide backbone. So the two regular folding patterns have been identified formed between the bonds of the peptide backbone. Alpha helix, the protein turns like a spiral. This is the fibrous protein. and the second and the beta sheets protein folds back on itself as in the ribbon. That is the globular protein. So we know that the fibrous protein and the globular protein. So fibrous protein are found only in animals. Fibrous protein, where is the fibrous proteins found? So these proteins are found only in the animals. They usually serve as structural entities. For example, connective tissues, tendons, and muscles fiber, they are commonly insoluble in water. And for the globular protein, these are usually do not serve as structural functions. They act as transporters like the hemoglobin and the often enzymes. So they are usually water soluble. So this is the fibrous protein and the globular protein. So fibrous protein is found in the hair and the nail, and the globular protein and the um, and they are the global protein are the soluble in the usually water soluble. So next type of the protein is the tertiary structure. एक्चुअली टर्शरी स्ट्रक्चर की स्टडी 3D शेप में की गई। तो है क्या कि जब बहुत सेकेंडरी जॉइंट हो रहे हैं तो they form the tertiary. Usually the polypeptide chain bands and fold extensively, the forming a precise compact globular shape with function site being established over its surface by coming together of polar region of a specific amino acid. We can see here the tertiary structure is maintained by the interaction of four type of bonds. You can see here the ionic bond, hydrogen bond, disulfide bond, and the hydrophobic interaction maybe. So hydrophobic interaction is important in the compaction of the protein. Here we can say there's the alpha helix and this is the beta sheets. So you start from the N terminal and end from the C terminal. This is the tertiary. Or in the 3D we can see this like this structure. Now come to the quaternary structure. In the quaternary structure is a mainly highly complex protein consists of more than one polypeptide chain. ओके एक से ज्यादा वहां पे पॉलीपेप्टाइड चेन होनी चाहिए द सेपरेट चेन आर होल्ड टुगेदर बाय हाइड्रोफोबिक इंटरेक्शन एंड हाइड्रोजन एंड आयनिक बॉन्ड्स कोई ये हो सकते हैं सो देयर प्रिसाइज अरेंजमेंट इन is known as the quaternary structure. We can explain here the quaternary structure. In the hemoglobin consists of four separate polypeptide chain of the two type, two alpha chain and the two for the beta chain. In the alpha chain, there are the 141 amino acids, and in the beta chain, there are the 146 amino acids. So here the structure of the quaternary. There start from the N terminal. This is the alpha helix, the beta sheets, then beta sheets, again beta sheets and the beta sheets. So these are connected or interconnected by the alpha helix. They connect helix to helix maybe or sheet to sheet. Helix with the sheet or helix with the helix or sheet with the sheet or sheet with the helix also. So the helix with the sheet with their sheet with the sheet and the N terminal again there the is the helix with the sheet and there again sheet with the helix the sheet with the helix and the but the we know that the starting from the N terminal and which is from the amino group and the N terminal is the C so from the carboxylic group. So this is the structure of the primary, secondary, and the primary, secondary, tertiary, and the quaternary structure of the protein. And here is the diagrammatic representation or simple representation of the structure of the protein. Here is a very simple. It is the primary structure. It means कि वो सीधे amino acid joint होते जा रहे हैं. And here the secondary structure, the called formation. Then the tertiary structure. This is the tertiary structure. And now this is the quaternary structure. They all join कहीं से भी जोड़ सकता है वो इसके साथ. Now come to the functions of the protein. Here Functions of the protein, the important functions. The protein is the major source of energy. Protein is the vital in the maintenance of body tissue. Protein produce enzyme that increase the rate of chemical reaction in the body. Protein transport small molecules through the organisms. Hemoglobin is the protein that transport oxygen to the cell. Then next, protein called the antibodies helps rid the body of the foreign protein and help to prevent infections, illness, and the disease. The protein helps store other substance in the organism. Example, the iron is stored in the liver in the complex with the protein ferritin. And another use, the skin and the bone contain collagen of fibrous protein here. So this is the important functions of the protein. I repeat again the function of protein. So here the revision of this lecture. Protein is the very important to the exam point of view, and the structure is also important. So in the last year question paper, there is a question related to the protein that the uh, what is protein and the structures of the protein and function of protein also. It is very important question. Now come to the revision of this topic. First of all, we know that the part is the protein, as we know that the protein is a biomolecule, and we know that it is very essential of the living organism. And the main sources of the protein are the milk, cheese, fish, meat, etc. These are the sources of the protein. And where one word is more, that there is, it is a Greek word. It comes from the Greek word that is the proteus, and the meaning of the proteus is that is the first importance, so, prime importance of first place. So as we know that it is a abundant organic molecule of the living system, and the constitute about 50% of the cellular dry weight. The proteins are the polypeptides. Now, they are the linear chains of the amino acid linked by the peptide bonds. They are it is a heteropolymer and not the homopolymer. They consist of the fundamental basis of the structure and function of life. The proteins are the nitrogenous macromolecules that are composed of many amino acids. Now, the new word is the amino acids, so we can explain the amino acid. So, amino acids are the organic compound which contain the two functional groups. In the amino acids, there are the two functional groups. One is the amino group, that is NH2, which is basic nature, and the second is the carboxylic group, which is in the acidic nature. So we know that there are the 20 amino acids which are commonly found in the naturally occurring proteins. It is the structure of one amino acid only. So here are the, we can say it is the chiral carbon because it has the four different group to each it four different groups to attach it. Now peptide chain is here. Then the structure of protein. Now we know that the four types of the proteins are present. First is primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and the quaternary structure. Primary structure determined by the covalent bond. Secondary structure by the determined by the weak force. That may be van der Waal, hydrogen. That's these. Next, the primary structure. It is the primary structure. We have already explained. Then the one thing is very important, that the starting terminal is the N and the end terminal is the C. Then secondary structure, the two forms, alpha helix and the beta sheets. The coiling structure is represent the alpha helix and these are the beta sheets here. This is the alpha helix and beta sheets. Now the tertiary structure. Tertiary structure is maintained by the interaction of the four types of the bonds. These are the ionic, hydrogen, disulfide, and the hydrophobic interaction. So the hydrophobic interaction is the important in the compaction of the protein. So this is the structure. and then they have the N terminal, and the last is the C terminal, which comes from the COH group, and it is from the NH2 group. So now come to the quaternary structure. Quaternary structure is here when the tertiary structures are combined and they form the quaternary. And this is the beta sheets. Here again beta sheets. This is beta sheets and beta sheets. So the helix is attached with the helix, or helix is attached with the beta sheets, or beta sheets is with the helix, or beta sheets also. So this is the quaternary structure, and it is the diagrammatically structure of the primary structure, diagrammatically explanation of the yeah, representation of primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and the quaternary structure also. Now come to the functions of protein. So protein is the major source of energy. प्रोटीन ये सारे फंक्शन इंपॉर्टेंट है, और हम सबको अच्छे से बताएं. So proteins vital in the maintenance of the body tissue. Protein produce enzymes that increase the rate of chemical reaction in the body. Protein transport a small molecule through the organism. Hemoglobin is a protein that transport the oxygen. Then protein called the antibodies, and they help to and the body of the foreign proteins, and they help to the prevent of the infections, illness, and the disease. The protein help store other substance in the organism, just like the iron is stored in the liver in the complex with the protein ferritin. Skin and the bone contain the collagen, that is a fibrous protein. So I complete my lecture, which is related to the protein. I again told again mm, repeat my question, that what do you mean by the protein? Uh, Explain the primary, secondary, tertiary, and the quaternary structure of the protein, and functions of the protein also. So any doubt, they can query with, if you have any query, they can contact with me. Thank you.